Right, what's up everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So, you just got yourself a mountain bike, you're getting into mountain biking, and you want to know what you're going to need for a ride. So we've got some bags here to start with. That's the main thing, you're going to need a bag. And now we're going to got your big sort of Camelback, you can fit some water in there. That's quite a good bag for the long rides. You then got another version, got an Osprey bag. There again, pretty good. A few more pockets in this one, can fit a lot of stuff in. Or you've got your smaller bum bag, which is really good. And this is our favourite, and I'll tell you why. Right, so these Camelback, like hip bags they're called, because they sit on around your waist. So we really like wearing these. So as you saw at the start, we've got like the Osprey bags, we've got the Camelbacks. They're good for your long rides. You've got your 2 litres of water, you can pack loads of tools. But like a day like today, we're not a million miles away from the car. You're just sort of looping around and we're kind of staying near the top. So if there's any problems, we can kind of just get back down. These bags are really good. Still got like 1 litre of water or 1.5 litres of water, but they're smaller. You know, you can fit only the essential tools that you need. And as you would have saw from these jumps behind, I could still jump with the bag on my hip, where I find some of the bigger bags, you're doing jumps and they're all like jumping around with you behind you. So these bags I think are really good. So I definitely recommend some of these ones, and we'll tell you about what we have inside. So we've got Dad's bag here, and I'm going to show you all the things that he's got inside it. See, Dad is a lot more well prepared than I am. So first of all, tyre pressure gauge, that's aside. Another GoPro, so when we're filming, if we need those extra angles, brilliant. GoPro tripod, and a big old selfie stick if you want to get some sweet pictures of this scenery. Inner tube, super important. Gonna need one of those in case you get a puncture. Another set of gloves. Are they needed? Don't know, maybe not essential, but we've got a spare pair of gloves anyway. And they're pump classic, because if you get a puncture, all well and good having an inner tube, be better have a pump as well. That's in the main pocket. And then go into the front pocket, even more tools. So, what we got in here? We got some quick link for your chain, in case that breaks. Derailleur hanger, because supposedly that should break before your derailleur, but I don't know if that's necessarily true. Then, if you're running tubeless like us, got some fancy tubeless strips with a little pluggy thing that does that thing. And I think that's it for that pocket. Got your tyre levers and some this beautiful blue colour. Matches my font on my YouTube channel, that does. Super nice. And then, in here, if I can get it out, this tool is actually really good, really handy. These, really small, it's like a multi-tool. We've got some pliers. And yeah, you don't realise how useful these are. Good little tool. Kind of looks like something you're getting a cracker, but proper good. And then that's that pocket done. Side pocket, multi-tool. Probably the most important tool that you can have in a bike bag. All the tools you'll need, or roughly anyway, to just keep your bike going so you can staying on the trails. And then switch to the last pocket on the side. And that has got some blocks that are solid right now because it's freezing outside. Give you the energy to smash the trails. And that all fits in Dad's bag. And then you can also put some water in there with the bladder. And that's all that Dad's got in his bag. Just comparison as to what's in my bag. I rely on Dad quite a bit. I'm not the most prepared person in the world. I got a lens and a camera, and yeah, that's pretty much my bag done. I got some water. That's kind of useful, you know. And I think in here, multi-tool. What else do you really need? Multi-tool, some water, and a camera to get good shots. Personally, I don't think you really need much more than that. My brakes don't work. So everyone probably has experienced this in their life. You're out riding, you get a puncture, so frustrating, because it just stops the ride, and then you've got to do the walk of shame back to your car with a flat tyre. So some of the key things you might need: tyre lever, get that tyre off so you can get like the inner tube out, or so you just get to the inside. Then inner tube, great thing to carry, because if you've got inner tube, you can just replace it. And if you're running tubeless like us, you can still chuck an inner tube in there to get yourself back. Little tip, 27.5-inch inner tubes are really good because they can stretch to a 29, they can shrink down to 26, and obviously you can do a 27.5. So that's ideal. And then obviously you're gonna need to pump that up. So a great little pump like this, really portable, and that will get you a nice solid tyre again. Then what you can also do, if you're running tubeless, you can have this small little strips, the weigh nothing, size-wise nothing, fit in a pocket. Just put one of these strips on the end of your little like screwdriver pick thing, and then you like pinch in the hole, pull it out, and that will also pierce the hole. But again, you're gonna need a pump to pump it back up. And then if you're a super pro rider, you can even have one of these digital gauges, so you can actually see exactly how much PSI your tyres have got, because you know sometimes 1 or 2 PSI and you can feel it, and you need your bike to be perfect. So all of those tools, nice and small, fit in your bag, and they'll keep you riding. Okay, this one, the Multitool, I reckon this has got to be the most important, hence why it is the only tool that I carry in my bag. Really small, got like your Allen keys, got your screwdrivers. This is Dad's one, it's a bit more fancy, toe peak one, it's got some tyre levers on the side. These can be pretty handy for like the last tip of your inner tubes if you need that. And then it's got loads of little fancy gadgets on it. So just ideal, you know, if you're out on the trail, bike's feeling a bit loose, just give those bolts a quick check, make sure everything's nice and tight. Can come in handy as well if ever your brake levers, if they want to be moved a little bit, just really good to have on you, because if any of your bolts come loose, it's going to be a real issue and quite bad for your bike. So you can just use it to sort your bike out and keep yourself on the trail. Still not much down the brakes. Right, lastly, again, super important, a chain link and then a multi-tool as well. Again, reason is, if you break your chain, again, that's a super inconvenience. So Dad had a good story about this. He was riding, snapped his chain and had to basically push his bike back. And again, like the inner tube stuff and the puncture, it's just a walk of shame. He had some kids who were laughing because he had to walk his bike back. So to stop you being in that unlucky situation, get yourself a chain link, because basically if you don't know what these are, they can just put the chain back together if it breaks. And you don't really need too many tools for this either. And it just helps. And you can run about 2 or 3 of these. Ideally, you do want to fix your chain when you get home properly, but that would definitely keep you riding and get you back. So the reason I say about a multi-tool, what you will need is one of these chain tools. So like I say, ideally, when you're looking at buying a multi-tool, look for ones that have got some extra features on them, like the tyre levers, because this one's quite fancy. Got some extra bits on the side. Let's get a tyre lever on that side. And then on this side, should be, if I can get it off with my gloves. Yeah, got this fancy little handle. And then, you might not be able to see that too good, but you basically got a chain breaker. That's perfect, because you can take links out that are broken, put new ones in, swap them with a quick link, get yourself back on the bike, and get riding, and get home. Squirrel. I've got a little pro tip for you. So, like I say, this is because Dad's got a fancy Multitool, but this has got, attached to the little chain thing, it's got this little, I can't get out now, got this little bit of metal. Now, some people may wonder what this is. I've got it well stuck. Right, here we go. This little piece of metal, super thin, you might not even really be able to like see it. And like some people might wonder what that is. But this, honestly, is a genius move. So come around to the bike. And basically, imagine this chain had a split in it and you're trying to put them together. Now you need about 4 hands because you need one hold to that chain, one holds that chain, you're winding it in with your tool. Where this, ideal. You hook one side in there and then get your other bit of the chain, hook that bit in there. You just saved yourself a spare set of hands. And then you can just wind it in, get it together, take this back out, chain's all good, unlock it, you're sound, you're sorted, you're riding away. Get yourself one of these small little bits of metal and you'll be winning. Into Supernova, proper section. Oh, it's getting airy on that bit. So hopefully that would have helped you know exactly what you need to pack for a ride and some of the backpacks that you might take on a ride, depending on where you're going. And if you carry something different, let me know in the description below, something I might miss or something that you just happen to take along with you. And if you enjoyed it, as always, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you next week for another ride.